world so that I can be more gentle with a person that's in my audience and show them some love and not meet them with the shit that I give y'all on this fucking screen when we're talking about white supremacy. That is my femininity. And even when I try and use it in that way, y'all don't even allow me to do that. So now I got to be like, fuck everybody. I am a natural nurturer. I am. Y'all want to know what the best job in my life ever has been? It's not YouTube. It's not making money online. It's not. You know what the best job I ever had in my life was? Being a mother and being a wife. Y'all want my spot? You can have it. You know where I'd rather be? In a home, raising my kids, focusing on my grandchildren. I sew. I just want to put up some curtains and decorate my house. I just want to cook a meal and bring it to the table and watch my family's face light up. I'm okay with living the rest of my life like that. I don't need to do this shit. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting everything and everybody. I just want to be a lady. That's all I want to do. I want to be left alone. I just want to cook and somebody else take out the trash. I'm going to meet other genuine people and we have dinner together and our kids play together. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting Black folks. I'm tired of fighting to prove that I'm a good person. And I want to lastly say before I leave, because I have a consultation. So I have to go and get busy and I have to help somebody get their business off the ground. And that young man, Monterio, let me say this too. Y'all all think that I'm supposed to help y'all all the time. I can't help everybody all the time at the same time. And when I'm not focused on your problem, it's because I'm focused on somebody else's. So I just got off the phone with Monterio. How many of y'all remember Monterio? You know, the boy who was delivering packages and the white man tried to kill him. And they won't press no charges. See, I still talk to him. He's not in the news anymore, and everybody's forgotten about his story. I still talk to D. I check up on him. We were on the phone yesterday, and I said, is there anything I could do for you? What can we do for you, D? What is going on with your situation now? He said, you know what? There is something you can do for me, Mechee. He said, you know, you put me in all your classes for free. Well, I told him, fuck working for these people. Let's just get you your own money, D. He said, I watched all the classes, Mechee, and I'm ready now. So can we talk when you're ready? So I have a consultation that I have to have with D pretty soon so that I can help D and get his life together. Just because I'm not helping you, and that's not towards goddess, I'm just saying anybody, because I heard somebody say, I was in somebody's chat the other day, and in JT Pocket watching, and somebody was like, I've never seen Mechee in my community doing no work. Only Angela Stanton. That bitch don't be out here doing no work. Like, do you know how many communities there are out here? Just I'm not helping you. You don't see me in your community. Don't mean I'm not in somebody's community doing some kind of work. But before I go, I want to say this last thing. I don't know about the rest of the YouTubers or activists or anybody else that y'all deal with or y'all watch, but I don't need to put on a fake, a front, a fraud. And I hate when people look at me and y'all say things like, Goddess, if you're still in the chat, you said in your video that you did, your response, you know, you said, my thing is all these YouTubers, you know, they got money and they somewhere else. They're not dealing with what we dealing with. So they don't know what it is that we dealing with, right? I want to give y'all a quick rundown. I ain't always been here. And some of y'all may know this story. The reason that little girl is in that thumbnail is because that's me. And even though I'm smiling, when I was a little girl, I was severely abused by my father. He used to beat my ass. I remember being 5 or 6. I didn't live with my mom at the time. She had left him and I was with him. And he would beat me with a paddle. You ever been beat with a piece of wood? Because I would pee in the bed. I mean, you 5'6", sometimes you pee in the bed. He would beat the shit out of me. And he would make me stand in front of a hot furnace all day long. We had a furnace in our house that kept it hot like Freddy Krueger. And then we moved to other houses. And when he wouldn't make me stand in front of the furnace all day long, he would make me kneel in the corner. And then it would be time to eat dinner. And he would put my dinner at the coffee table and tell me to keep kneeling while I ate. And when it was time to go to bed, I couldn't walk. I would have to crawl up the stairs. I've been sexually assaulted several times in my life. I've slept in my car. I used to go down to the homeless coalition and give vouchers so I could take me and my oldest son and have somewhere to lay our head at night. I remember when I lived with my father when we was a kid, we lived in a house that he took over that was abandoned, and we didn't even have a refrigerator. We used to have a cooler on the front porch, and we would just keep our refrigerator items in it. And I'll never forget one day, I woke up one morning, I wanted some cereal, and I went to the cooler, and somebody stole our motherfucking whole gallon of milk off our porch out our cooler. And I was like, God damn, if this ain't the ghetto, nigga can't even keep some fucking milk. I remember when I couldn't find nowhere to live with my child because I had an eviction and nobody would let me get in nowhere. And I couldn't get no jobs and keep no job. And nobody was hiring. And I didn't have the transportation to get back and forth to work. Goddess, I used to be like you. Except I didn't have no friend and have nowhere to stay. I used to go down to the homeless coalition and get vouchers to stay in a hotel with my child. And I remember there was a time I would watch people go in and out of their house. And I used to think, God, I don't even need a big house. It ain't even got to be a nice house. I just want a roof over my fucking head. I just want a roof over my fucking head. I don't want to be homeless no more. I don't care what the house look like. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how ragged it is. God, I'll paint it. I'll clean it. I'll go get some sheets and make some fucking curtains. I will fix it up. I just wish I had a place to live. I used to watch everybody else be blessed, and I would wonder, when is it going to be my turn? While I was homeless, I would watch things on TV like them people would have them conferences, and they would tell you to come down so they could teach you how to make money. And so I would go to all these conferences, and I'd be in there. They would be free. I remember I went to Primerica. When they got finished telling me how you could make money from selling insurance, I was like, oh, I'm about to make a lot of money. And they was like, oh, but you got a felony. You can't. Like, I've tried it all. Telemarketing. I sold fucking coffee. I've done all of that bullshit. I've done it all. I sold them video phones by ACN. I remember when I was 14 years old and I was living in the streets. Somebody came here in the beginning in Phoenix, Arizona. I was 14. 14. I don't know what you was doing at 14. Maybe you was in school, going to class. I was sitting on the corner with a brother named Jam, drinking Thunderbird with a pack of grape Kool-Aid in it. looking for a way to survive at 14. I'm in the jail. If it wasn't for my mother, I could have lost my son. I've been robbed at gunpoint. Every scar on my body a man has given to me. Might be refreshing to have a woman whoop my ass. Because one never has. I watched a baby die in my house because my brother's girlfriend was abusing her. Police was at my house all night long. You know what I did? At 12, I got dressed and I went to school. My teacher said, Mechee, she said, Michelle, your house was on the news. What are you doing here? I don't know, bitch, I'm going to school. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Because I learned how to function in dysfunction. It wasn't crazy to me that I was at school. What else am I supposed to do? It's morning time. I think I want to sit in that fucking house? Police been in there all day. That baby I used to play with all the time, she dead. I don't know if my brother going to jail or his girlfriend or both. I ain't really here to learn, bitch. I just want to get out the class. I want to get out the house. That's all I want to do. I watch people die in front of me, get beat to death. I lost my brother to being murdered in a prison by the guards and called it suicide. I fell into a really deep depression part of the time my son was gone. And there were times I wanted to kill myself. I didn't even want to live. So I say all of that to say, don't ever fucking talk to me about where I am or that I don't understand where you are. I don't know why you think people wake up and when you see them at the height, and I'm not at my height because I'm not done. I got further to go. But when you see people where they are, stop looking at where they are and speaking as though you don't know what the fuck I've been through to get here. Everything I have, I deserve. And everything I fucking have, I earned. Nobody gave me shit. I have fought tooth and nail this whole fucking life of mine to get any and everything that I have. And I've kept my integrity while I've done it. So don't ever fix your lips to fucking tell me I don't understand. I understand. And this is why my classes are $25. You want to keep it real? Because I can sell these shits for so much more. You know why my classes are $25? Because I ain't forget where the fuck I came from. And when I was homeless and I was looking for a way to make it, I wish a motherfucker would have gave me a fucking $25 class and told me the shit I tell you. I wish a motherfucker would have gave me that opportunity because I would have made the most of it. I ain't had them opportunities. Wasn't nobody doing nothing like that for me. So again, don't let my prices don't get it twisted. Them prices on my classes, you know what them prices is? Them is the I didn't forget where the fuck I came from prices. So don't ever talk to me about I don't understand where you at. Cause we well off. I didn't wake up and just get here. I had to do a whole lot of things to get here. And the biggest thing I ever did to get here was never give up on myself, even when I wanted to. So my advice to Goddess would be this. In all of your pain, sis, turn it into some power. Don't let it eat you. You learn to take it as fuel and make it something better. And I said I saw a meme last week. I posted it and I'm going to stick to it. It said something to the effect of, I'm not humbling myself. I'm not going backwards, and I'm not going to be sad and lower myself for people who ain't made it where I am. Just like I stayed strong, just like I held my head up and I was determined to make it and not let this thing called life whoop my ass. I'm going to need you to find that within yourself. I can't do that for you, but I did that for me. And regardless of what the fuck I face, I refuse to lay the fuck down and die. And that is why I am where I am today. So I suggest you find your spiritual gangster. I suggest you find that thing in you that says, I refuse to lay down and give up and die. And instead of getting mad at everybody else about your situation, find the strength in you to change your fucking situation. It might be hard today, but I promise you, if you just fucking keep putting one foot in front of the other and you are determined to not lose, baby girl, at some point you're going to win. But you don't get to win at the expense of tearing me down, because I'm vulnerable. I am emotional. I am a girl. I'm a balanced person too. But you know what? I'm all of them things they don't allow women to be. And guess what? I'm not angry. My fucking feelings is hurt. If that's all right. I ain't tough right now. I ain't strong right now. My feelings is hurt. And I hope that's all right. I'm a real person just like y'all too. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was born in the fucking ghetto, just like a lot of y'all. So I'm gonna get out of here because I need to go wash my face because I got consultations so I can go help some people. And I don't regret helping them. I enjoy it. That is the highlight of my day. I love helping other people because back when I was going through the things I was going through, I just wanted somebody to help me. So no, I ain't forgot where I came from. And I want to remind you motherfuckers of where I've come from. Everything I have, I deserve. And I earned it. Don't look at what I have because my life is not yours. What's for you is for you. Go find your shit, follow your path, and build your thing. The more you focus on everybody else's, yours will take you longer to get to where you need to be. Your destiny ain't mine. My destiny ain't yours. Stop looking at everybody else's shit. Because I'm going to tell you this before I go. This is the last thing I'm going to say. The shit that I wanted when I was in a fucked up, desperate situation, I was looking at them raggedy ass houses and I was like, God, I don't want to be in no hotel room. I just look, I'll take a little raggedy ass house. The shit I was willing to take when I was in a desperate situation, that shit is nothing like what God really had for me. I'm glad God didn't say, you sure that's all you want? All right, you can have this little raggedy ass house. Because I had no idea everything that was really in store for me if I just kept going. Stop looking at other people's journey, y'all. Go enjoy your own journey. Focus on your shit and stop comparing yourself to everybody else's. Because your glory, your height of where you're going to be, your greatness, and the end of your journey looks like nobody else's. Everybody's journey is different. Embrace yours and quit focusing on everybody else's. While you up here looking at my life, maybe God wants you to surpass me. And here you are looking at me with some envy when the truth is he got bigger plans for you than he ever had for me. But you can't fucking see him because you too caught up in your envy and your jealousy and the situations that you in. My best advice to you is go look at the motherfucker in the mirror you are, have a conversation with yourself and know that nobody owes you nothing. And anything in this life you're willing to have, stop crying about it and go fucking take it. Other than that, stay where the fuck you are. I don't know what else to tell you. Y'all have a good day. I gotta go.